Look where we are. This is absolutely crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you're going to experience today is very rare. Welcome to the History Hunter, by the way, and today's adventure is something special indeed. We found a former German World War II artillery fortress. It's out there on a special kind of peninsula, and the features there are just mind-blowing. So what we're going to do, we're going to show you 2 episodes of this fantastic location, and also in the end, we're going to tell you a little bit about what we actually discovered later. And that is something really special. Nevertheless, exciting place. Hope you're going to enjoy that. If you really want to help us out to reach more people, all you have to do is watch the videos in full. The YouTube algorithm works in our favor then. And if you want to watch more of our videos, thank you for that. But now, let's go back in time and find this absolutely amazing German World War II artillery position.
At this location, the Germans first installed one set of huge guns that were up here where we are now. And then later during the war, they actually installed smaller guns further out. And this is one of the places where the 21 centimeter howitzer were placed first. So this is basically the only thing you can see here today. Is like a little circle of where the gun was. They had a huge bonfire or something here. But you can see this is one of the positions. It's not easy to see at all. I'm gonna go over to this side so we can have the sun behind us. That will make it so much easier for you to actually see what I'm talking about. And I'm gonna go up to the top here. But it's a spectacular position. There you can see the circle right there. So they had these huge guns right here. If there ever was a chance to say spectacular scenery, well, this would be it. I have to say, this is absolutely spectacular. And is it cold? Yeah, that's why I am wearing these gloves. Eagle Eyes are wearing these heavy duty gloves. And that's because I have to handle cameras and microphones and stuff. So they have to be thin to be able to operate all the gear, changing batteries and all of that. But this is a spectacular place. We are expecting some either rain or snow. That's going to be a pain in the butt, but nevertheless, we are soldiering on. And with your great help and your support, give us a little like, give us a comment, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you are helping us along to show you this incredible details of the Second World War, and especially the Atlantic Wall, which we are at now. All over the terrain, there are pieces of their activity scattered. Little barrack here out in no man's land, guessing a guard position, because that was the road leading down to the fortress. Oh, we're suddenly all the way down at the ocean line. Look at this beautiful place here. And you can see the path that we are walking on. That is the path that the German soldiers used when they served at this place. So you can imagine Hans, Wilhelm, Reinhard, Frederick, they all went up the hill here, walking in the same footpath as we are doing here. And that is crazy to see. And it's very special to know that you're actually doing that. And to know that the soldiers were put up here and stayed here for several years, that's even crazier. Some volunteered, but some were commanded and they were told, go out, stay there and do that. And that is something that must have been quite intimidating, but I guess much better than being on the Eastern Front, you know, where there is something really typical. See that? That's where the barbed wire fence system would come out. Right there, that's what we call a piglet eye. kind of holder. That means that the barbed wire system to the fortress came up the hillside here. Because this thing here is dead original. This is from the Second World War. And the barbed wire fencing material will go up here, up the hillside. Wow, come on. Let's find this place. First little thing we see here, it's a very, very crude and basic gun emplacement. See that? It's very, very, very crude. But you can see in the middle, absolutely middle, you can see in here, there is this circular ring of metal. It's not visible today. And you can see the actual gun mount right there. And you can see rain is coming for sure over there. This is going to be tough. This is going to smack down on us. Holy cow. But we have a little fixture here. And this is basically the circle. As I go along, I'm going to see if I can see and I'll show you some aerial photos so you can kind of see what they are. And I just spotted another little detail here. Could this be from a searchlight? I'm not sure. See right there, little pedestal, little socle. Most likely there was an anti-aircraft gun on that pedestal. Could be a listening device as well, or a searchlight. It's a very small one, but I think it is an anti-aircraft gun position. And there's even one here, tiny little hole in the ground here with rocks around. And I can already feel the rain coming in, hoping that we're going to be able to get to the bunkers before this happens. Wow. All right, so this is one as well, just a tiny small one. And look at the view the soldiers here would have had, because this is what they guarded. The strait between that and that area, that is what they took care of. And they were really, really anxious to keep the Allies out from this area. So we came down from over here, and here you can see some of the infrastructure here. This is like a village of barracks down here before we come to the gun emplacements. There's actually a water reservoir right there, and it started to really rain now, so we're gonna see if we can find some cover pretty quick. We're gonna go into the barrack here, son. This could very well be the mess hall, or it could be the field hospital, I'm not too sure. But it's most definitely a very impressive, huge structure, and it's going to help us out to go under there when it's raining, because it's really started to pour down now. I have to wipe the camera all the time. But imagine Hans, Friedrich, Wilhelm, they all worked here, and we are now in the footpath of where they were and what they did. This is amazing. Look at this, room after room. We can go inside there when it's going to start really raining. I'm just going to show them a little bit here. Each and every one of these rooms were filled up with stocks, like cheese and meat, bread, potatoes. This is the storage of the complex for sure. So I'm guessing this is actually the mess hall. And it's massive, absolutely massive. Look at this place here. Holy cow. Yeah, Eagle Eyes took shelter here, as did the Germans. The Germans, they knew that they had to create a home away from home. And it's actually snowing, can you see that? It's just between breaking snow and rain.
I think this will go on in 5 minutes.
It will go, yeah, in 5 minutes it's going to be gone. But that is beautiful to watch in the kind of shadows there. Wow. But this is something that I really respect when I go to the Second World War locations. It's a home away from home. It's a place where the soldiers actually could be humans. They could come to a place, sit down, eat their dinner, do a little conversation, maybe smoke a pipe, drink a little beer or wine bottle, have a party, talk about what took place in the fatherland. It's like this is where there could be humans, not just soldiers and machines. And I think it's with great respect that I walked around on the barrack areas, because I know that this is where the humans were, not the soldiers. The soldiers, they were everywhere out there in the gun emplacements and in the bunkers. But when they retreated back here, they were actually, you and me, just regular guys and girls, you know, longing for home, longing for peace.
Did you know that you can become a World War II History Hunter team member and the artifacts here could be passed on to you in this manner and fashion here by creating beautiful World War II dioramas and displays? You can be the future keeper of something very, very special by the history and the history hunting that we share together. Check out the link in the video description. You can click that and you can become a Patreon team member if you want to. Different kind of perks with for your eyes only videos, travel vlogs, restoration projects, all of that good stuff. And if you want to know more, check out the supporter videos in the beginning of each month. But now let's continue our little adventure.
This is actually the harbor area. That is what they usually use to get to this position. And you can see everywhere, you will see features like this little cave here. We're gonna check that out when we come back. These caves were put up there to protect yourself in case of an emergency air raid coming in. That could very easily be a foundation for a crane. So this is, as I said, an island, and you had to bring soldiers here and material. And I guess they could have done that by this area here. And there's another cave that probably belongs to a channel going through there. Crazy. And we're going to take you all over there to the harbor itself, so you can see they really had a lot of possibilities here to get the troops on and off. And right here, I doubt that this was something that they could put a boat inside, but you never know. They could have had some huge wooden, timber going out, steadying the boats, and they walk in and out here from this pedestal here. This is kind of very surreal to be here, to actually see this little piece of harbor here, and knowing that the German troops like Hans Wilfred and Wilhelm, they came ashore here not knowing what they were going to do here. They were placed here and someone said, you are going to stay here at this coast artillery, do your service, do your duty. They never knew what they were coming for or what was here. So that must be pretty intimidating. God knows what could be down there. Did I drop a munition box? Did I kind of lose a rifle in there? Who knows? But what a spectacular place. What a spectacular place. Let's check out one of the caves and see what's there. So we're gonna enter one of the caves. Look at the staircases going up into the terrain. I'm wearing white gloves because it's so cold, as I said. But these are very cool. They are bamboo tree clothes, and they're very warm, very, very thin, but so warm. Highly recommend that. So we're coming up to where most likely the mess hall was, or maybe was it the hospital? I'm not sure. But let's go inside here. You can see they blasted open the mountainside here. I'm guessing they created a little passage here. You can feel some draft. Holy cow! Wow. It's actually substantial. There's a lot of rock in the... that's a bit scary. Okay, stay close to me, son. Stay very close to me. I don't like it when I see stones falling down from the roof. But I just have to say, we are going to be very careful. So it stops here. You can see here, it's a huge, huge hallway. Let me see, like that. You got the hiccups. Okay, let me see. Come over here, son. I'm gonna show them something. Can you shine a light on the rocks there? See how they piled up a ton of rocks there? Why did they do that? And there's a huge concrete pedestal over here. This stuff has come down from the roof, and I don't really like that at all. All right, come behind me, please. There's a huge pillar there holding that portion up. Okay, light it up down there. Amazing. This could be a retreat to put in personnel. If that over there is not a field kitchen, the canteen, could be a hospital, and they actually could bring their patients in here. Wow, that was awesome. Let's find more. Sun is back. Another barrack foundation. Oh my goodness, there are so many features here. It's unreal. I've never seen so many features at one position. If you look at that thing there, that is so big. But they were very clever. They knew that the Allies would come in from this side and they wouldn't spot it before they actually passed over here. It would be difficult to bomb because in the back side here of the mountain, and also they would put camouflage canvas over this thing, so it would be pretty difficult to see. All right, coming up to another. See that wall there? That is a splinter protection wall. That was very often built to be a secondary kind of defensive position as well as a protection for, wow, look at that. What is that? I think that could actually be pieces of the machinery that the Germans used here. Looks like some kind of rotational tool for something. Yeah, it would most definitely be that. This is not a barrack. This is not a barrack. This is, what, is it a garage? Garage something? Yeah, maybe generator room as well. No, it's something that they stashed in here. Could have been a barrack, but I hardly doubt that. Oh my goodness. That is huge. That's what you call a bolt. That could have been one of the installing bolts that they casted into the concrete. This piece would be casted in, and this piece will be attached, whatever you needed to put on there. I'm not sure, but it looks like it. I'm going to show you something here, which is absolutely crazy. I was right. There's a shield for one of the guns. See that? That means these pieces are from the guns. That is unreal. To see the actual gun pieces still there, just laying around. That is the plate that was in front of the gun. And that is also just laying around there, rusting. How come that is possible? Never ever seen that. And it's just here we have another barrack. This place is out of this world, but I don't get it. Why are these pieces here? They should have been in a museum or something. Do you think we can find a complete gun here? No. Look at that. Is that thick or? So it's heavy enough to protect the crews behind there. Wow.
What a absolutely spectacular place. Just very quickly, if you want to help us to reach more locations like this, you know, we have this super thanks feature here. That is your opportunity to help us out to get some gasoline into the fuel tank. You can hit those 3 small dots on the right hand side of that area and you'll find the function of the super thanks. Thank you for that. I got Eagle Eyes with me here. Do you think they enjoyed this little explore here?
Yes, I do think I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and do you think they want to see more?
Yes, probably. And if they want to, they had to watch part 2 and 3.
Yes, exactly. It's going to be part 2 and 3. Because I said just part 2, but there will be 3 parts.
Yes, they will. And now we have to go. Hasta la vista. Bye.
Eagle Eyes has to go. What a spectacular place. Next time, you're actually going to see some real World War II guns that the Germans actually just left right there.
Are you kidding me? The original German gun is right there. How is that possible? It's just fantastic to see these details. It's not that often that you can.
Yep, and some other things, underworld with underground bunkers, all kinds of features there, and I can't wait to share that with you. Me and Eagle Eyes, we are working hard to make sure that our Patreon team members will get some beautiful pieces of the history that we find out there, and these are the shadow boxes that we create for you guys, and all of these has been restored now, and very special pieces that we're going to pass on to you. So check out that Patreon link in the video description. All right, I'll put a link in the video here under here where it says more. You will find part 2 there. Don't you ever forget that. It's going to be interesting. Stay safe, keep smiling, and we'll see you out there in the next part.